Newsry now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us at 5, everyone. And we begin tonight with a look at the forecast. Meteorologist Blaze Keller is on the weather patio tonight. Are things going to warm up, Blaze?
Yes, and that's also actually going to bring us that chance for ice. It kind of sounds counterintuitive, but as our temperatures climb, that's going to allow for the atmosphere to warm up, to turn all of those snowflakes high in the atmosphere to rain. And because our ground has been cold as of late, as they hit the ground, those raindrops will freeze. So we have an alert day for your Saturday, that glaze of ice, especially farther south and westward, along with some minor snow accumulation. That's all going to be coming together as we go into your Saturday as our next system moves on through. We have a winter weather advisory for anybody there in the purple beginning on your Saturday morning off into parts of Iowa. That darker purple, that's actually an ice storm warning. So you can see where a lot more of that ice is going to be falling. But interestingly enough, as you're out and about tomorrow, not only can you check where those rain showers are on our interactive radar on the First Warn Weather app, if you also go to the app on the radar and click those 3 little circles at the bottom right, you can actually set the layer to show those alerts. So you can take that with you as you go throughout your day tomorrow to see if you're underneath the winter weather advisory or if something were to be upgraded or downgraded. There is a look at our future track ice. Again, a couple hundredths of an inch might cause some slick spots, but further south and westward, that's where we're expecting anywhere between a tenth to a quarter of an inch of ice, which may cause some icy bridges, some icy roads to say the least, especially some roads that are frequently less traveled upon, not to mention maybe some isolated power outages too. We're going to hang out in the 20s tonight. Our temperatures are actually going to climb as we go throughout your weekend. We're going to talk about why this system, while its path could have brought us some snow, is going to bring us more of that rain and that ice and that wintry mix in the full forecast.
All right, Blaze, thank you. 2 teens are facing homicide charges, a third facing charges of harboring or aiding a felon after a deadly shooting on Madison's north side last week.
Armand Rahman was at the Dane County Public Safety Building today, where all 3 made their initial appearances in court. Armand?
Susan and Eric, the shooting took place in the 1500 block of Troy Drive and resulted in the death of 22-year-old Quantrell Vargas. Prosecutors say it stemmed from a planned drug deal where one of the teens tried to rob Vargas. 16-year-old Ryland English, who's being charged as an adult, 17-year-old Denarian Ward and 19-year-old Denevia Ward appeared in court today. English and Denarian Ward were charged with first-degree reckless homicide and attempted armed robbery. Denevia Ward was charged with harboring and aiding a felon. Here's what he had to say when asked if he could come up with cash for bail.
Probably like, I don't know, probably like up to $500 to $1,000, if so. If I don't know, my family is struggling right now. We can't. I can't.
Denevia Ward's bond was set at $1,000. And English and Denarian Ward's bonds have been set at $500,000 and $300,000 respectively. Preliminary hearings for all 3 are set for the day after Christmas.
Armand, thank you. UW-Madison police say they have arrested a Mineral Point man with the help of a drone after a hit-and-run crash. Now, this is a picture of the truck the man was driving after he struck a tree on Arboretum Drive near Mill Street in the campus area. The vehicle was left behind, and the UW-Madison PD drone team responded to that search. And with thermal imaging, the driver was found within about 100 feet of the crash site, hiding in the trees. The 27-year-old was taken to a nearby hospital to be checked out and now faces charges of second offense OWI, felony bail jumping, and failure to notify police of an accident.
A man from the town of Friendship is in custody tonight in connection with the deaths of a woman and a man who were found on a property in the town of Strongs Prairie last July. 38-year-old Corey Beck is tentatively charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 2 counts of hiding a corpse. 62-year-old Sharon Miller and her 37-year-old son Jamie Lumbey were found dead at a home in July of this year. Beck's initial court appearance is set for Monday.
The city of Middleton has a new police chief, making an announcement just about an hour ago.
Our Braden Ross was there for the announcement, and she's here now to tell us all about who they picked. Braden?
Stephen Thompson. Let me tell you a little bit about who he is. Thompson has almost 20 years of law enforcement experience. He's coming in from the New Berlin Police Department, where he worked as captain of patrol and special services, public information officer, and the leader of the crisis negotiation team. He also has a master's degree in criminal justice administrative leadership from Northwestern. He was one of 3 finalists for this position. All 3 answered community questions at a town hall earlier this week. Here's what Mayor Emily Kuhn said about what stood out to her about Thompson at that meeting.
The other thing is the question on traffic. As the moderators noted, that was the #1 concern of the folks in Middleton, of our good neighbors. And he talked to that. He had a very strong answer, and he talked about ways to improve upon, what we're already doing.
Now, the Middleton police chief here manages a workforce of 54 employees and a budget of more than $7 million. The current chief is retiring after almost 5 years as chief and 25 years with the department. Now, Thompson's first day will be January 27th of next year. We'll see him sworn in then, and he'll continue to work from there. But for now, reporting in Middleton, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Braden, thank you. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes is a leading contender for Seattle's open police chief position. That's according to Fox 13 in Seattle. Barnes has been seeking opportunities outside of Madison, previously vying for top roles in Chicago and San Jose. The mayor of Seattle has been quietly vetting candidates since May and is expected to announce his decision next week.
With the election season over, the country is now looking ahead to how politicians are looking to lead into the new year.
Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with a local author, and he has more. Will?
Yeah, you might know John Burke best, though, from his work as president of Trek Bicycles. But he's written a series of books on American politics as well, having served in the Bush administration as the chair of the President's Council on Physical Fitness. And we spoke about this idea of leadership and what he's seen both from leadership in government as well as the private sector.
This world is getting smaller. And when the world gets smaller, you need to have friends. And if you want to have a peaceful world, having friends is a good thing. And I really believe that America has been a leader.
This is part of a wide-ranging discussion, and you can see more from our conversation this Sunday at 10:30 on For the Record.
Will, thank you. The U.S. Capitol Police Chief says that more than 700 threats were made against members of Congress last month alone. Roughly 50 cases were investigated of people making false 911 calls in an attempt to have police respond to lawmakers' homes. It's known as swatting. In one case, a woman was killed in Georgia after someone reported a bomb in Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's mailbox. As an officer was responding, they collided with a 66-year-old woman's car, and she later died at the hospital.
Pediatric cases of type 2 diabetes are on the rise, and UW Health doctors are warning against blame and stigma. Typically, people view type 1 diabetes as genetic and type 2 as something that people develop through life choices. However, the main cause of type 2 diabetes is also genetics, and a child's chances increase if their parent has diabetes or is obese during pregnancy. Excuse me, Dr. Elizabeth Mann is a pediatric endocrinologist at UW Health and says many stigmas around health do not line up with the truth.
Somebody can have wonderful cholesterol levels, very healthy blood sugar levels, no type 2 diabetes, and live in a larger body. And someone with a smaller body may have diabetes and high cholesterol. And you don't know that from looking at someone.
Dr. Mann also recommends that any exercise plan should be done including the whole family and not be focused around body shape.
Despite a growing concern for online fraud, 3 out of 4 people still trust their debit cards for online purchases. This data is from the website LendingTree, who found in a survey that half of Americans prefer using their debit card, followed by cash and then credit cards. This survey also found a decline of people using cash, with 30% saying they haven't pulled any cash from an ATM in the past month.
And package thefts continue to rise during this holiday season. 1 in every 3 packages stolen last year included holiday gifts, leaving families to search for replacement presents before Christmas Day. Porch piracy is costing an average of $134 per victim, with 6% of people losing over $500 worth of goods. More and more shoppers are turning to video doorbells, package lockers, or choosing a pickup option at retailers or delivery hubs.
Well, you are taking a look at a GoFundMe page set up to save Cafe 43 in Mineral Point. So far, the effort has raised roughly $33,500 for the cause, and those who put on the campaign say the need for help is tied to rising costs of food and labor, as well as a string of essential equipment repairs. Now, if you'd like to donate, head to the GoFundMe.com and search Cafe 43 could use your assistance.
An alert day is in our forecast for tomorrow. Blaze will have the full details coming up.
Plus, live Christmas trees have many benefits when in your home, but improper care could lead to disaster. How to avoid that? When we come back. And on Wall Street today, the Dow closing the week down another 86 points. The NASDAQ up 24. S&P 500 down about 1/6 of a point. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, brought to you by Cardinal Heating and Air Conditioning.
Nothing spoils the spirit like a clog that just won't end. Get $50 off a highly efficient, ultra-quiet garbage disposal. With its superior grinding, you'll be able to tackle the toughest food scraps with confidence. Schedule your upgrade at cardinalservice.com.
Don't let an appliance breakdown break you down. Fridge on the fritz? Stay cool. With affordable in-stock options, we'll have one delivered to your door in no time. Brothers Maine. Feel like family.
Winning at Ho-Chunk Gaming just got bigger, like mega bigger. When you win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, you're automatically entered into our mega jackpot winners quarterly drawings with a grand prize drawing on January 18th to win a new Jeep Wagoneer car buy and a chance for $100,000 in cash. Jackpot weekly drawings are going on now. Mondays, 10 winners, $500 in rewards play. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
This is for all the lonely people, thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup and ride that highway in the sky.
There's still time to get your home holiday ready during Steinhaffel's holiday sale. Save big and get the room you've been wishing for. Start with 60% off all Christmas decor. Save big on a new sofa for dad, a new mattress for mom, and create your dream room with Steinhaffel's 60-month financing. It's the holiday sale at Steinhaffel's. Shop in store or online at steinhaffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhaffel's.
The holidays.
So happy together.
And holiday trips. And holiday toys. And holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Join me tonight at 6 as we use Future Track to show you the latest on an ice potential for southern Wisconsin Saturday, why we all stand the chance for slick spots.
Then we look into the alarming surge of type 2 diabetes being diagnosed in children. That's tonight at 6.
The digital world is evolving, and our kids are all in.
But it is kind of the Wild West.
So parents, we need to stay on our toes. I'm getting expert tips to help your family stay safe on screens. Catch our Time for Kids digital playbook Monday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Christmas trees, of course, are often the centerpiece of all holiday celebrations.
But when they get dry or neglected, Christmas trees can become a serious fire hazard. Miri Marshall has important advice from the Department of Fire Protection in Maryland.
So here's a look at the trees that demonstrators are going to show you can go up in seconds. That's all it takes. Listen to that. See that? When the tree is snapping like that, that means it's really dry. This one, in fact, hasn't had water in 3 weeks. But when we look at this tree, it's lush, it's green. This one has been watered. This is what you want your tree to look like. It all comes down to water, to keeping that tree from going up in flames.
That crackling sound is the sound of a healthy Christmas tree burning. But watch the difference when a dry tree is burned. It ignites much faster. In a matter of seconds, it's all up in flames. That's one of the safety messages the University of Maryland's Department of Fire Protection Engineering is trying to get across. Most Christmas tree fires are caused by electrical distribution or lighting equipment. Lamps and candles can also spark a fire or a heating source. While artificial trees aren't as flammable as a dry tree, when they burn, they release even more toxins. Experts say inspect Christmas tree light wires for damage and water your tree daily. Keep trees at least 3 feet away from a heat source. If you run your fingers across the needles and they come off easily, it's too dry. Needles and branches should be pliable. Each year, about 160 fires are caused by Christmas trees, causing more than $12 million in damage and killing an average of 2 people. Christmas tree fires are also about 4.5 times more deadly than other things that catch fire. Dr. Isaac Levinton led the demonstrations at UMD. He says the speed at which these fires spread is alarming.
I would say the more important thing is something that grows this quickly and this fast. It's going to get to that large size before your smoke detector can respond and say, hey, there's a problem, you might want to check it out or get out of here. That grew in seconds.
So you've just seen the demonstration of how fast that tree went up. I can tell you that it got noticeably warmer in here as those flames were going up. Even when the fire was out, the embers on it were still glowing red. It's like the tree was almost angry. Now here, there is a vent up there that was taking some of the bad stuff out to help keep this fire under control in here, but you don't have that vent at your house, right? You don't have that. You just have your ceiling and all of your things and your family. So what you want to do, simple, just keep that tree watered every day.
Let's get a full look at your first warn forecast. Blaze Keller rejoining us. Blaze?
And we are talking about our next weather system. It is prompting an alert day for your Saturday because of mainly the ice threat, but we're also going to be dealing with some snow along with some rain as temperatures actually warm up through the weekend. That's the reason why we're not really seeing the snow aspect from this system that's actually originating from where we would otherwise expect to see a healthy snow-filled system. Couple things with our weekend system that's going to be taking this green path as opposed to the blue one, which ideally a Colorado low would take to bring us more of that heavy, wet snow. So 2 things. Number 1, this is staying a little bit further north than that blue path, as you can see there. Not to mention, this system, this low pressure system, is generally weak. It's actually going to slide underneath this high pressure system and really fade away as we go into your weekend. So starting later this evening into your Saturday, we're going to watch as this next system comes out of the south. And again, you're seeing the greens, the pinks, the blues indicating the rain, the mix along with some ice. And then further to the north and west where the air is a little bit cooler, we're going to be seeing more of that more consistent snow. Because this system is weaker than a really healthy Colorado low, it's not pulling down that cooler air. It's not getting the atmosphere over parts of Wisconsin cold enough to get more of this snow than that rain. And as we go into Sunday, this low pressure system essentially kind of fizzles out. It really weakens to the point where it fades away. We're left with quiet conditions before our next system moves through the Midwest as we go into your Monday. This one's going to bring us across central and southern Wisconsin more of those scattered showers as that colder air stays well off to our north until we go into later parts of next week. So watch as our temperatures essentially climb as we go throughout the weekend. We probably already hit the coolest point of our Friday night. So from here on out, our temperatures climb into the 20s by Saturday morning and then further into those 30s by the afternoon. Overnight Saturday into Sunday, we're staying right around freezing, if not just slightly above it. And take a look at how far north that freezing line goes. We're seeing those low 30s above 32 degrees as far north as Black River Falls. That's the reason why we just don't get the snow this time, and instead we get more of that rain and that freezing rain, because that warmer air is higher up in the atmosphere. If we didn't have that pocket of warm air, we'd essentially get all snow, but we're kind of teetering between this right here, where we have that large pocket of warm air and maybe just a tiny sliver of it, where we get enough of those snowflakes to melt, turn over to rain, and then maybe some of them turn back to snowflakes before hitting the ground, but then some of them, upon hitting our cold ground, freeze and become that freezing rain, which is why we do have that winter weather advisory for a handful of our counties across southwestern parts of the state. That's where we do have the greatest ice threat. But here in kind of the heart of Iowa, a few counties underneath that ice storm warning, as they're expecting quite a lot of ice, maybe more of that moderate threat to really disruptive threat of ice into the Iowa City, Dubuque area. But here across southwestern Wisconsin, we're expecting maybe 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of ice. So if you have any plans, especially into northeastern Iowa, you may want to cancel them, because that much ice on the road is going to cause some hazardous travel. In terms of snow, we're not looking at a whole lot. Again, probably less than 1 inch, because as you just saw, temperatures stay above freezing. So a lot of that snow is not only going to melt as it falls down, but melt as it hits the ground as well. Pretty seasonal tomorrow, maybe just slightly above average, a little bit breezy at times as well. We're hanging out right around freezing in those low to mid 30s. There's a look at that 10-day forecast. A reminder, an alert day for you on Saturday. And as I mentioned before, on our interactive weather app, the First Warn weather app, you can not only track out those showers, but you can also toggle on winter weather alerts. So if you're out and about, you can get the latest alerts as you're going out this weekend. Maybe some more consistent snow shower chances into the middle of next week. Let's quickly take a look at traffic here as well, as we're getting ready for the weekend. As expected, slowdowns along the Beltline around this time of evening towards Janesville and north into the Dells. It looks like the interstate is moving pretty smoothly.
All right, looks good, Blaze. Thank you. When we come back, the popular CBS show Blue Bloods is airing its final episode. What the cast has to say about the experience.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Every spring, the love of my life came here to paint. Cress helped us make sure she's never forgotten.
We are Cress. We truly believe your memories matter.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Dashing has been very helpful for me. Definitely brought me a significant amount of extra income and allowed me to comfortably pay my bills and live a lifestyle and get out and have some fun. Portable benefits would be great. It would allow me to afford health care, dental insurance, and vision insurance. That's great because, as you can see, I wear glasses. I will need to get more eye exams because I'm getting up there in age. I love the freedom and flexibility of Dashing, and portable benefits will give me an additional peace of mind.
Karen's about to retire. Here's what's going into her retirement.
There's us. She raised us on our own.
10 years as my roller derby wife.
3. Preschool she's opened.
She's a mother.
I think we turned out all right.
She's a friend.
Our mothers could tell stories.
She's a teacher.
She may be retiring, but she's not done.
I'm never gonna stop. Retirement is the sum of your life's work. Now what? Get income for life and protect your life's work with Prudential.
Save big money on your next project with Masterforce tools at Menards. Easily jumpstart your vehicle with a Masterforce 1500 amp jump starter. It has spark-resistant clamps and preheating technology that makes jump starting easier in extreme cold. Pick one up today for $119.99. Masterforce has a variety of floor jacks for all your automotive needs. This Masterforce 3-ton low-profile floor jack is $159.99 now at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Tonight, after 14 years and 293 episodes, the Reagans will share their final family dinner on the series finale of Blue Bloods.
The cast reflects on their time on the show and what they say made it so special.
Okay, who wants to say grace?
Grace.
When I signed on to do Blue Bloods, I wanted to be part of this family, work with great actors and a great script. Because we had all of those ingredients, I thought, yeah, this is going to be a successful show.
And action.
Final episode's coming up, but the only way you could look at it, it's been a wonderful run.
I don't think I can do that, Mr. Mayor.
You can. Done it to me a million times. Get us out of this.
We've been on the air for 14 years, so I'm not sure anybody really could have called that.
What is so special to me is the relationships you form, and it's a wonderful tribute to the ensemble we had.
People have grown up with this show. People have matured, started families of their own.
I was actually just thinking about something that my grandfather said to me. You want to get a pizza?
People can relate to Blue Bloods because they see all of our characters as just real, genuine human beings. And yes, there's always a little bit of drama, but they hold their truths to their traditions and the family dinner, and they always make up.
People always say to you, I love the family dinner.
It's the soul of the show. It's the heartbeat of the show, is this family.
And looking around this table, I gotta say, I couldn't be more proud.
We have an episode that wraps up and, some closure between the audience and these characters that people have grown to love and tune in for every Friday night.
I have so many great memories filming that I'll cherish them forever.
Don't miss the series finale of Blue Bloods tonight at 10 on CBS. It's also streaming on Paramount+.
Well, stay with us for a final check of the weather after a short break.
The best part of our all-natural, no antibiotics ever pork and chicken meatballs is how versatile and convenient they are. They're fully cooked and go so well in so many sauces and dishes. They're packed with protein and are free from gluten, dairy, soy, and wheat. And they taste amazing. Jones, making mealtime better since 1889.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately.
It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I've had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year. Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out, Snatch Waist. Loving the results.
It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Whether you're living for today or saving for tomorrow, DePaco Credit Union offers flexible options to help you make the most of your money. With our comprehensive tools and customized programs, DePaco will help you see exactly where your money goes and how your savings can grow. A penny saved isn't just a penny earned. It's also a step toward greater confidence and financial freedom. Make the most of your money. Call DePaco today. Learn more at dupaco.com/save. Federally insured by NCUA.
The holidays are here, and so are the savings at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress. Don't miss our holiday sale with huge discounts on all quality name brand furniture, including Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, England, Spring Air Mattresses, Ashley, Amish Furniture, and much more. Over an acre of quality name brand furniture on display in our beautiful showroom and ready for delivery in time for the holidays. Free financing available. Hurry in today to the holiday sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, new details about mysterious drone sightings in at least 6 states. The growing concern from the public and frustration from lawmakers that the federal government isn't sharing more information. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
A popular Japanese sake brand could soon sell a drink worth 6 figures. Asahi Shuzo is planning to blast sake ingredients into space to ferment a very special brew from the International Space Station. Now, if it works, the company plans to sell the 100 milliliter bottle for $653,000, but the brewer isn't exactly sure what will happen in space. The difference in gravity could affect the fermentation process, and Asahi Shuzo hopes the project could eventually help them create sake or other fermented food on the moon.
Very interesting.
Figure out a way to get it back.
Yes.
That'll be the answer.
Quick correction before we go to Blaze. Blue Bloods is on tonight at 9, not 10.
We were hoping we could just skip the 10.
Yeah, right.
We have a little newscast at 10 o'clock with Blue Bloods, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Let's go to Blaze. Final check of the forecast.
Yes, we have that winter weather advisory that will pretty much be in effect throughout your Saturday for anybody there in the purple as of now. That could change. And the main concern is going to be ice. And I want to say, folks, to the east of really where you see that cutoff outside of Sauk County, Iowa County. So folks in Dane County, Columbia County, Greene County as well. You could also be dealing with a little bit of ice as well. So just make sure that you're taking it easy on the roads, because some slick spots, especially farther south and west, are probably going to be likely with those accumulating ice. There's a look at your weekend forecast. We're hanging out in the low 40s Sunday and Monday before we cool back into the 30s with snow by the middle of next week.
We'll have more updates in a half hour on News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.